Hi guys, and this is Jeff. So I just finished work and today I am going to Spice Alley. Let's go. Here I am. I finally arrived at Spice Alley. My thoughts on Spice Alley is like half of Asia is packed in this 15 meters alleyway. So you can find like pretty much a lot of the major Asian cuisines, for example, Japanese, Thai, Vietnamese, Hong Kong, even Hawaiian poke bowls. Today, I think I might just do something a little bit different because there are so many places that I want to try. I would kind of do like a progressive dinner. I would get entree, main, and dessert at different places so that I can kind of have a taste of different places here. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm really hungry right now. So first of all, I have to get my entree. Let's go. Just one thing though, Spice Alley doesn't accept any cash payments, so remember to take your card with you when you come here. So the first place that I visited was a Japanese place called Kyoto. Before I placed my order, I saw all this alcohol in the fridge, but nah, I'm not drinking since it's Monday. Yep. Thank you. Oh, look at this. Alright, so here it is. I have ordered pork okonomiyaki, which is the Japanese pancake. Look at this. So this actually looks a little bit different from the usual Japanese pancakes. So as you can see, apart from the pancake, they also have an additional egg on top. To be honest, for entree, this is quite a big portion, so I don't know how I'm gonna finish the rest. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. So one thing about this okonomiyaki is that it is actually pretty cheap. It's only $12.50. Alright, I'm just gonna dig into this. Itadakimasu. So obviously from the looks of it, it doesn't really look like the okonomiyaki that you would get from Japan. So for this one, it is a little bit thinner and it is more crispy on the side, even though this is a little bit different from what I've had in Japan, but I actually prefer this kind of texture as well. It's actually pretty good. I really enjoy it. Alright, moment of truth. I have to break the egg yolk as well. Ooh, look at that. Look at all the egg yolk that is spilling out. Wow. So I'm just gonna mix that with the pancake and then eat that with the spring onions and also the pickles on the side as well, which are these. Just gonna mix everything together. Alright, another bite of this. Wow. So when they say pork, not just they put in pork belly, but they also put in bacon as well. So there is actually this smoky flavor that is coming out from the pancake. Ooh, this is pretty good. Overall, I think the combination of the ingredients just worked really well. And the additional egg, that definitely comes as a surprise. And it gives like a really special flavor to the entire pancake. So this one is a solid 9 out of 10. Alright, so after smashing out this, I will have the main. So I will see you guys later. For my mains, I went to Hong Kong Diner. Hometown wrapping. When I saw congee on the menu, that got me pretty excited, but they don't do that night. So that I decided to go for some wontons instead. And of course, chili o is a must if you are having wontons. So here I am, my main is here. As a Hong Kong, of course I would come to this place. I have to support my hometown. When I came across Hong Kong Diner, I'm like, there's a no-brainer that I have to get this one, the wonton noodle soup. For this restaurant, they do like dim sums and all sorts of Hong Kong dishes. For a nice bowl of wonton noodles, you probably have to go to like really specific places to find this. Luckily today, I actually found this on the menu. So what are the odds? I'm just like, oh, I definitely have to get this. Anyway, I've been told by the lovely lady who served me, she was like, the bowl is so hot, so I just have to be careful when I'm opening this. Whoa. I could actually see all the smoke that is coming out. You can already see that. So let's see how many wontons that they have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, this is a really generous portion because this is actually only $12.50. Look at the bowl. The bowl is pretty huge as well. It's just a little bit weird that the wontons kind of looks like siomai, but yeah, the color doesn't really matter, I think. Almost forgot. Of course, I have to put in some of the chili oil as well. Alright, just gonna put everything in. Okay, just gonna mix that in. All right, I'm gonna dig into this. Wow, I really enjoy it. It reminds me of home. It does remind me of home. It's actually so comforting to have wonton noodle soup when outside is a little bit chilly. So the thing about this wonton is that the shrimps are really fresh. So again, probably because they sourced the ingredients from Australia. So that definitely helps enhancing the flavors of this classical Hong Kong dish. And also like the dough outside isn't too thick as well. It's really silky and it just melts in my mouth. I actually enjoy it so much. But of course, when you're having wonton noodle soup, you have to try the noodles too. Of course, have to get a bit of the soup. Maybe get a little bit of the wonton as well. So maybe one bite of wonton, one bite of noodles. One bite of wonton. So the noodles are actually pretty fresh. Even though it's like a soup noodle, but the noodles wouldn't be too soggy. So I can still sense the springiness of the noodles. Sometimes a simple dish like this, wonton soup noodles, it just reminds me of home. Is it weird that food not just brings like sensations to your palates, but for some reason it actually kind of brings back some of my memories as well. And again, I'm just gonna finish this. This is actually quite a lot to go through, to be honest. But yeah, after that, and then we can finally go for desserts. And now I have to look for my happy endings. And to be honest, there are so many options for my happy endings. And I ended up picking this Malaysian dessert called Ice Kacang. Only until I got my receipt, I genuinely thought this place is called Happy Ending. Just so you know, this place is actually part of Old Jim Key, where they mainly do Malaysian food and desserts. And finally, look at this bad boy. Finally, this is my dessert. So I've ordered ice kacang. So basically that is Malaysian style shaved ice. And the literal translation for this will be bean ice. Let's have a look what they have in there. As bean ice, of course, they will have red beans over here. They also have like different sorts of jelly and herbal jelly as well. What comes as a surprise to me is actually like the corn on the side. So I always think dessert is a really good way to wrap up the meal, so here we are. Even though it was actually kind of chilly outside, so I was actually kind of heated up already after having all these hot food. So I think it would be really nice to have like a cold dessert. Alright, I'm just gonna dig into this and let's see how that goes. I have to eat this with the red beans and also all the other sorts of jelly as well. This is nice. So this is kind of like a flavored ice. They put on some like fruit flavors in it. If you mix that with the beans and also the jelly, it gives like a really interesting texture. And interestingly, they actually put in like chunks of peanuts in it as well. So when you're having the ice, so it has like a really subtle peanuts flavor to it. And one thing is that this one is only $7. And again, look at this, the portions are pretty huge. So you can actually split this with a friend. But since I'm alone here, I'm just gonna finish this on my own. I really like the flavors, and for $7 this is such a steal. Who would have thought a weird combination like this with corn and red beans, like the most random thing in the world, put that together as a dessert? That would work out so well. Alright, I will finish this and I will see you guys in a bit. Alrighty, I am done with the progressive dinner. Entree, mains and dessert, all done. So what will be my final verdict? Before I get into this, can we just appreciate how nice this place is? I mean, look at the lanterns at the back and all of the paintings here. This is just a really nice place to be, even though you're not having any food. But speaking of the food for a place like this, I have to say this is definitely value for money. Because I would have thought because this place looks relatively more high-end and then they would bump up the price, but actually it's not. So even though you're paying like $12 to $13 for a dish, but the portions are still really generous. And also the food quality is good and the variety of the selections are pretty huge as well. So if you guys happen to be in Sydney, you definitely have to visit this place. Especially if you want to go on an Asian adventure but you don't really have the money to buy plane's ticket yet, this place would definitely satisfy your cravings for Asian cuisines. Okay. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, make sure you give a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel so that you can see more foodie adventures like this one. And also, I would love to hear from you guys, so leave a comment down below and I will answer all the questions that you have. Another thing will be a quick announcement. I just opened up my website and the link is available in the info box below, so please check that out. So I will put my foodie adventures and recipes that I've done on my website, so please check that out. So make sure you follow me on my Facebook and Instagram, Jeff with Changi, so that you can see all the food photos there for all the foodies like you. Alright, I'll see you guys next time.